walk, talk to your neighbors. We're going to get to that. But now, I think we're good with speeches. Thank you to all the organizations that made it out. I know there's a lot of folks that came to represent individual organizations from the Democratic clubs that are here. Thank you. Business organizations, we appreciate you. We'll have some time to mingle, but now, with further ado, because we got to start walking and calling, the star of today's show, our current mayor, Mayor Bass, 4 more years.
Good morning, everyone. The councilwoman just thanked me for being here. Listen, let me thank you for being here. Let me thank her for her leadership. It is incredible. It warms my heart to be here and look at everybody that came out on a Saturday morning to make sure that this election goes the right way. And I just want to thank you for that. Well, for those of you that don't know me, let me just tell you a little bit of background. I'm a Valley girl too. I lived in the city of San Fernando, right off of McClay and Harps, right in the city that our assemblywoman used to represent. Well, she still represents it, but now she represents it in Sacramento. And my daughter was born in Panorama City. So Valley is in my heart as well, especially this part of the Valley, because that's where I feel at home. And Blvd Rodriguez and I go back decades. We worked together in the 90s doing gang prevention, violence interruption, and those strategies that you were doing in the community. While you were doing them in the community, Tony Cardenas was doing it in Sacramento, and I was in South Central doing that, and I modeled the work that we were doing in South Central after what you were doing and after what Tony was doing in Sacramento with the Shift Cardenas Youth Bill, which provided a lot of resources into our community. So one of the reasons I wanted to do this job was to bring those programs and those strategies right into City Hall. Now, the councilwoman, Monica Rodriguez, had been doing that work for years in City Council. And let me just tell you, in terms of experience, this woman who was the vice president of the Board of Public Works and came up with strategies to deal with sidewalks and to deal with street lights that we are implementing now citywide, following up on what she was doing. I am honored to serve with the councilwoman who is hosting us here today, and she's such a star that I asked her to play a role, and she serves on the MTA board. Because getting those lines through in the Valley is absolutely critical. And our congresswoman, who I'm so grateful for serving in Washington, D.C., and I know what you mean when she says she's been there a year, and she feels like she's been there for about 10 years already, fighting the good fight against somebody who is trying to restructure our entire country. And we're not going to stand for it, right? We're not going to accept ICE in our city. We're going to fight back because we're all fighters and we know what to do. Yeah. And I've been fighting my whole life, which is why I came home to run for mayor, so I could continue that fight, because I didn't want to see our people dying on the streets. Because when I say our people, the people on the street, 74% are either black or brown. That is our fight, and I have always seen our fight as the same fight. Might be different issues, different strategies, but at the root of it, it is a fight for justice, and that's the way I decided to live my life from a very, very young age. But we brought homelessness down 18%. While homelessness went up in the country 18%. We've removed over 120 encampments, and we've housed those people. The city is safer now, but we have so much more to do. We fast-tracked 42,000 units of housing, but we need more than that. And we have the Olympics and the World Cup coming our way. We have to make sure that those games benefit the Valley. The councilwoman and I have been working on the Sepulveda Basin to make sure that that is clear for all of those events because we don't want the people to profit from these events just to be from the usual neighborhoods and the usual companies. We want it to be a games for all. This is an opportunity to uplift all of our city and all of our neighborhoods. So I'm running again because I'm not finished. I'm born and raised in Los Angeles. I know the kind of city we can have, and I want us all to work together to make sure that we get there. So from the bottom of my heart, let me just thank you. Let me thank all of the leaders that are here today, because I believe in working in collaboration. I have so much to learn from each one of you. I want to work with you, and we can finish getting those sidewalks done. And what I love about your plan and your strategy is you're involving people who are not necessarily embraced in our society, and you're giving them a chance so that they can have a career that they never would have had access to. So we have a lot to do. I want to finish that job, and I want to thank you so much. But when you go out today, ballots were supposed to drop on Monday. I got mine 2 days ago. And so ballots are already dropping. You can tell people the election is already here. And don't do what I do, which is hold on to my ballot, shelve it on the desk, then I lose it, and then toward the end of the election I go into a panic looking for it, and then I gotta figure out where to vote. So like the councilwoman said, we sometimes vote late. Tell people they can vote today. Right when you talk to them, they can vote today. Fill it out today. And then I know some of our communities are in fear, but our communities don't have to be in fear, like ICE is going to be at the polling place, because you never have to go to the polling place. Just fill out that ballot. You don't even need a stamp. Hand it to the postal worker, and you're done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to win